All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dr. Kufar here with the brain cell killing, reading the Quran. We got Brother Paul and we got a honorary guest, Brother Hussein. You know him as Steve. We got Larry as usual. Before we're going to get started in losing some brain cells, let's do a short, and I do mean short intro.
Nice.
I did say it was short.
That's very nice. Who made it?
I did.
Oh, dude, do me
I'll have
one.
to do. I'll have to do one for you. I've got other ones that I did.
Ah, that's very nice.
Okay, so we are back with chapter 83, the chapter of the cheaters. Must be talking about Muhammad when he cheated on his wives. Okay, I'm going to have to switch screens. Alrighty. Chapter 83, the cheaters. Woe to the cheaters! Those who, if they measure from people, they take it in full. And when they measure away for them, they cause them loss. I gotta love
Wait a
this
minute. What are
grammar.
we even talking about? Do you have a clue?
Uh, this has got to be talking about trading merchants. You know, when they're
Oh,
weighing stuff.
no, I'm sure this is war material here. This is what they won in war. I guarantee it.
Well, let's see. All right. Four. Do they not think that they will surely be raised to a great day? Okay. Now, who's going to be raised? The cheaters or the ones that are being cheated on? All right. So
Woe to the
six. A
cheaters,
day.
those who, if they
Yeah.
measure from the people, they take it in full. So, yeah, it's still the cheaters. Do they not think
Yeah.
they will surely be raised? Yeah. So,
Yeah, this is raised to a great day. I don't think that's a great day for them. A day the
no,
people stick. Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say if you're getting raised from the dead, it's got to be a good day.
Mm, not if you know what's in store for you. All right, six. A day the people stand before the Lord of the worlds. Ooh, certainly not. What do you mean? I'm not going to stand? Surely the book of the wicked, it will be Sijin. What is that word? According to Osama, it's a non Arabic word, either of Persian origin and the meaning clay tablet, or it's a word invented by Muhammad. I'm going to go with the word
It
invented
could
by
be
Muhammad.
simply a word
So
invented. I love it.
the pure Arabic Quran has words in it that nobody knows what they are. And what do you know about the Sajin, or what the Sajin is? I have no clue. Allah, are you going to tell me? Of course not. A written book. Okay, so something is. It's a
It can't
written
be the
book.
Quran.
Hey, he actually answered the question. He says it's a
What
written
do you know
book.
about? Wait, is this the first time he's answered a question?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, and we're in
I am
chapter
like
83 and we
shocked.
finally had a question answered?
Yeah.
Wow. That okay,
Now,
that
now
should
we
be
don't know which written book he's talking about because I mean, when you have 124 messengers slash prophets slash apostles
wait,
slash warners,
wait. He didn't He didn't example. And what do you know what the Sijin is? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'd have to say we know it's a written book. That would be an answer. Holy cow. It is the first time in 83 chapters we've come to an answer to a question.
all right, let's move on to verse 10. Whoa.
Let's say about in Arabic, the word sijin means prison.
Well, then it's definitely not an Arabic word.
Yeah.
What is in the prison? A written book is in the prison. Okay, woe on the day to the deniers, those who have denied the judgment day. And no one will deny it except every sinful transgressor. That's all of us here. When our verses are recited to him, he said, wait a minute. Okay, when our verses are recited to him, who's him? Who's reciting the verses to him? Because him is a singular person. And it can't be
Those who
Muhammad
have
based on the second one because it says he said the legends of the ancients. So my guess is this verse is talking about when Muhammad recites the Quran to the people, they say the legends of the ancients. So this verse is completely wrong. When our
Well, again,
verses,
we're back to the
yeah,
standard Arabic as a second language problem where they mix up pronouns and
no,
plurals and singulars.
because who's him? Excuse me. Like I said, clearly it's not Muhammad because I doubt Muhammad would say that this is, that the legends of the ancients. Certainly not. Yet their hearts have been hardened by what they were earning. I'd like to know what these people were earning that made their hearts harden. Certainly not. Oh, here we go again. Surely they will be banned from their Lord on that day. Then surely they will roast in hell. Okay.
Roasted.
Yeah, man, they're gonna be put on
Roasted
that
people.
pit, and somebody's gonna be
Put
spinning
them
them
on a
around.
pit and turn it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then it will be sent to them. So while you're in hell being roasted, somebody's gonna tell you, this is what you were denying. This is what you were denying it. Ooh, bad sentence structure.
Say it. Okay. This is what you. Wow.
Yeah, really bad.
Then it will be
Okay,
Arabic as a third, fourth, or fifth language.
there we go. Certainly not. There we go again. Surely the book of the righteous is in Ilium, higher or upper chambers. Okay, so which one is it? Higher or upper chambers?
Okay.
We don't know.
So this book that they know is written, I don't know why a book wouldn't be written, but this book is written and it's in an upper chamber. What does that have to do with anything that we've read?
I don't know, but here's a problem. If that word indeed is an upper, what did Osama say? A higher or upper chambers, a non-Arabic word of Hebrew origin, then we got a problem because then verse 19 says, and what do you know what that Ilion is? And we get an answer. It's a written book, but how can it be a written book when it's it just means upper or higher chamber?
Hmm.
So, Steve, what does that word mean if it is indeed an Arabic word? Do you know?
Aliyun means that it means like the heights or the high place, you know.
Okay. So it can't be a book.
Oh, ma Ali. Dude, it's like
Because Allah says it's a book.
there's a Sajin and an Aliyun, and it's like it's like I don't know what this. Uma adrak ma aliyun. I see telling you that you don't realize what this is. This.
Somebody's got a phone ringing.
متشابهات the kalam Allah al-Mubin, the clean words of Allah. So,
Hmm.
So this is also a book, even though the word is not really Arabic and it means a higher chamber. So 21, witnessed by the nearest. What the hell does that mean? So a book was witnessed by
What's
the nearest?
witnessed? A
I don't
book
know.
that was written is that doesn't make we okay. You're a witness. Witness to what?
I
And what
guess
is
that
by the nearest?
I guess the book. I have no clue.
well,
You only get to witness it, and if you're in the upper chamber, is what that sounds like.
Yeah.
in the Arabic, it's katab markum, which means a book that is like sealed or numbered, registered.
Hmm. So Allah's got a library. He's got the Dewey Decimal. Okay,
Well, a
witnessed by the
sealed book,
nearest.
you have to open it. You can't. You have to open the seals to open it.
Hmm.
So that would be again a problem for this concept.
And what does it mean, witnessed by the nearest?
That's what I'm. Yeah.
Surely the righteous are in bliss on couches gazing. I wonder what they're gazing at. You will recognize on their faces the brightness of the bliss. Woohoo! I mean, come on.
The
72.
brightening of the bliss.
72. Yeah, I'm sorry, brightening of the bliss. See, that's what you get when you read the Quran. You start to see things that are not there. Or you're trying to correct what's there. It's like your brain is like,
You're
no,
trying
no,
to
no,
make it
don't read it that way.
sound
You gotta read
nicer.
it this way. Okay, Muslims will enjoy the finest wines in the gardens. They will be given drink from sealed strong wine. That doesn't make any sense.
So wait. In heaven, you can have wine,
Yes, but remember,
but alcohol's forbidden here.
this is non-alcoholic. This is like a
How do we know if it's the best
this
wine?
is
It should have alcohol.
because Allah says you won't get drunk. This is like a Shirley Temple. Looks good, but it won't do anything to you. But anyway, okay, they will drink from a sealed, but Osama says that word, the raheg, he says that word means a strong wine. So they will be given a drink from sealed strong wine? What the
Well,
hell?
that's okay. This is why. Okay, even the Arabic tells you it's got alcohol in it. Why would it be sealed if it didn't have alcohol in it?
Maybe you need to have an ID. Make sure you're 21.
Well,
Oh,
the seal's there to keep the fermentation process.
Oh,
That's what I'm getting at. So this tells you this verse tells you it is alcoholic.
could be. Its seal will be of musk. Okay,
you know what? Can I just say one thing here? That there are other passages that talk about the little boys that give you the wine in chapter
Uh-huh.
56.
Yeah, we've read some of those. Yeah.
And if you look, one thing it says, "La yiskarun or la yinzifun." That now it doesn't say. It says la yis. No. La yizdaun or la yinzifun, which means they don't get a headache and they don't bleed. But it does not say they don't get drunk. So you can get drunk, you just don't get a headache. Because
You
the
don't
word
get the
yizdaun or yinzifun is you don't bleed and you don't get a headache, but you can't
okay.
get drunk.
Okay. I got the not getting the hangover. I'm having a hard time with the bleed part. What the hell does that mean? You
I
don't
think
bleed.
That's
I
for
think it's
that's for anal sex they're talking about.
Oh, okay. All right. Now it says its seal will be of musk. Now a seal is a physical thing, like Paul said, that you usually cover up the thing where the wine is,
To
percolating.
continue the fermentation process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in that, so let the competitors compete. I mean,
This is
makes no
telling you
sense.
it's alcoholic.
Okay. And its
Well, hey,
mixture
hang on a
will
minute.
be.
Why are people competing in heaven?
I have no clue. Maybe to see who's the best winemaker?
No, it'd be the best drinker.
Or it could be. Okay, now it says, and its mixture will be with tasnim. I have no clue what that is.
Tasneem.
Tasnim. A spring drink by it denera. What the hell does that mean? Man, this is
Well, we
poetry
have
that
to help
doesn't make
out and
sense.
say a drink of the. There's apparently a spring nearby that's closer than the wine, which it's again that just doesn't. It's just bad, no matter how
I
you look at
mean,
it from whatever grammar point of view. It's wrong.
what is a spring drink by it denera? Who's the nearer? All
Near
right.
this, like those who are close to Allah. This is a spring that those who are close to Allah will drink from.
Ah. Why couldn't Allah just say
But
that?
Allah drinks water.
Allah does not drink water. But he likes to look at people.
As they're drinking.
He likes to
Well,
look
we
at
know he's a perv because he's always
he
peeping and saying he's watching.
He's got no lips. Okay, 29. Surely those who were criminals, they were laughing at those who believe. Now, I'm laughing because every time I read this book, I just want to
Us.
because you've been drinking from the spring.
Yeah, the good spring. And when they passed by them, they were winking. Woo-hoo! And, and when they returned to their families, they would return with jesting. But wait a minute, there's going to be families up there, because I
No,
thought this was talking about Allah's garden.
no, this is talking about the people, the wicked who used to laugh at the righteous. And so they
Oh,
used to do this, you know.
okay. So they're missing out on the drink that nobody knows what it is. Okay. And when they
Oh,
saw
okay,
them, they said,
hold on a second. The criminals can see the people in heaven. Is that what we're saying here?
No, what it's saying is the criminal, this is just one of those, rabbit trails. It's going off subject a little bit, and it's saying, now they're having so much fun with all these boys, all these women and drinks, and they're having so much fun. And before, the wicked, the criminals used to laugh at them and wink at them and make fun of them, at their homes. And so they're just kind of saying that, look at them now, how happy they are, even though everybody used to laugh at them. So
while the
And,
criminals
and
are being
so,
roasted.
Steve, let me ask you this. Okay, I get there's a drink here. I get there's water here. How do we put that? How do we get that out of verse 29 without going to a task here?
okay,
Or
surely
29,
those who were criminals, they were laughing at those who believed. Yeah, if you look, that's pretty much what it does say. It's not saying that those criminals are watching them now. It says before. It's almost like,
But how do we know it's before? I guess that's what I'm asking.
okay.
Because
Let me just look at the Arabic real quick here, and I'll.
okay.
Yeah, while you're doing that, let's continue. 32. And when they saw them, they said, surely these are who strayed, and they were not sent as keepers over them. Who wasn't sent? So today, those who believed will laugh at the infidels. On the couches, they will gaze. They're going to be sitting on the couches with their gold bracelets and their silk, whatever. It is a reward of the infidels what they were doing. Okay.
Could I just say that about the past tense?
So hold on.
That,
Yeah.
in verse 29, it says, "Inna ladin ajramu," those who committed crimes, kanu, it's a past tense, used to be among those that used to laugh at the believers.
Huh.
So that's how it says it in the Arabic.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Allah,
it's past tense,
yeah, Allah has a problem with his tenses. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we just read the chapter of the cheaters, but I didn't quite see any cheating going on, but that's okay. Must be in Allah's heaven. And here we go, chapter 84, the splitting.
We don't know what they were cheating on. Was it taxes?
I don't
Was
know.
it women? Was it? I mean, what was it?
Splitting? I don't know. What are we splitting? Let's see.
It's the
Oh,
heaven.
now we know. When the heaven splits and listens to its Lord, and it is fulfilled. What is fulfilled? No, I'm
We have
assuming this
hell
is talking
listen,
about
so
Judgment Day.
hell speaks and moves around. So I guess now the heavens can listen.
But I don't understand. How do you split the heavens when they're not a physical thing? Doesn't Allah know about space? You can't split space into anything. And apparently the heavens not only splits, but it listens. Okay. And when the earth is expanded, I think I see the Big Bang right there, and casts out what is in it, and it becomes empty. So what, the earth is going to kick everybody out? And then it's going to listen to its Lord, and it was fulfilled. Okay, I don't know what that.
Okay, the earth expands and blows up. It's almost what it sounds like. Casts out what's in it. Well, yeah, that would be the earth blowing up.
That doesn't sound good.
Alqat ma fiha wa takhallat. It casts out what's in it and becomes empty. Yeah,
it's got to be blowing up. I mean, it expands, it blows up, and everybody's gone.
That's a perfect picture of the Star Trek intro Did you guys?
Mhm.
Yes, that's what I was thinking when I.
Hey, maybe Allah thinks the earth is like a balloon that you blow up
That's
until it
kind
gets
of
to a
what I
certain point,
was.
and then it
Yeah, that's
goes,
the other part I was thinking. Yeah.
and then it pops. Oh, you, the human,
Yeah.
surely you strive to your Lord, striving so you will meet him. Okay. I thought that was the whole point. So as for who is given his book in his right hand. But wait a minute, isn't the right hand the one you wipe your
What? Okay.
behind with?
Okay. What book?
Okay. I don't know.
We
Maybe
don't
it's
know
the
what
book
book,
that
and we don't know who. Do we even know who's being talked to here?
I'm thinking it's the book that has all your good deeds, bad deeds, and all that good stuff. So he
Do
will
we
be
know who he's
judged
talking to?
with an easy judgment. Okay. And he will return pleased to his family. But wait a minute.
Who will?
I guess the person that was just
The
judged with the
human.
book in his
Okay.
right hand.
Hmm.
So wait a minute. You're gonna have family up in Allah's Jannah?
Or sofa. Well, the wife is up there because she's the. I heard that your wife here on earth will be your wife up there. And she gets to wait. And like open the door and close the door for the 72 virgins.
Yeah. But Steve, what happens if you have 4 wives on earth? Do you get those 4 up there?
I think, boy, now you see you're just throwing a monkey wrench in. But because I have a video and it shows a sheikh saying, well, what happened? What do the women get? The women get their husband, but when they go to heaven, they get their husband. They only get their husband because Allah made women incapable of loving more than one man, but men are capable of loving 73. And so I'm serious.
Well, no. 73 plus 4 plus 5 plus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then you just presented another problem. If the guy is married to 4 wives, which wife gets him? Or does Allah split him into 4?
Oh no. She gets him, but he gets all those other women too. And
Yeah,
and
but
you,
what about the other 3 wives?
yeah, but it's not a bad arrangement, you guys, because you know what? When you have sex, each sexual encounter there, according to some experts, is 10,000 years. So that means the math. So whoever wants to have sex with them, all she has to do, she has sex for 10,000 years, then she has to wait 780,000 years for her to return again. And so hey, if you have 4 women, they just have to wait like maybe 784,000 years.
Oh my gosh.
Man, somebody's getting gypped and it ain't the guy. Now remember, because he's got the 72 hoodies, so
Yeah.
that poor wife is going to wait a long time.
Well, it's okay. All
There's
right.
a good reason again. Why should a woman enjoy Islam if she gets nothing out of the deal?
Yeah.
You know what? You guys are really being very, very phobic because you know what? Women should be thankful that they're not going to hell. Okay, be thankful. Why are you complaining?
Wait. Isn't hell supposed to be full of women?
Yeah, but that's only temporary until they become.
Until you empty it to get more whores?
Well, where do you think he's going to get all the hoodies from? He's
Well,
going to get them from hell.
You get 2 houris, and then the rest of them are women from hell. That's what.
No. According to the Hadith, you get 2 wives and 70 hoodies. That's what the Hadith says. It's probably a
From the way I read the Hadith is you get the 72 virgins. The 70 of those 72 virgins are supposed to be given away to family members.
Oh, see how people are always so giving and generous in heaven, just like Allah.
That's how you get your husband. That's how you get your friends who didn't really make it. That's how you get them in by giving them hories.
It's been fun, you guys. I gotta leave.
All right, Steve. Anytime you're free, brother.
Okay, man.
Oh, and the porn bots here.
All right, verse 10. And as for who is given his book from behind his back, so he will call perdition.
Oh, thank you, Marion.
Okay, so
Marion took
somebody's
care of
going
that
to
for us. Thank you.
somebody's going to be getting the book from behind his back, so he will call perdition, and he will roast in a
What does it say? If
blaze.
you're putting a book behind your back, are you hiding it?
No, he's not putting the book behind his back. He's going to be given the book behind his back. One group is going to get the book in their right
So it's a
hand, and
secret book.
yeah, another group is going to get the book behind their back, and those are the ones that are going to go and roast in a blaze.
If you get your book a bit behind your back, you're being given something secretively.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I mean, if you put something behind your back, you're hiding it. If you're given something behind your back, it's usually something that's like a weapon. That's not cool.
All right. Surely he was happy among his family. Surely he thought that he would never return.
Okay, that
Yes,
was why he was happy. Is that what it was?
I
Okay, you
guess
just
could
said
be
he
it.
was happy, and now it's because he thought he would never return.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like he enjoyed his family.
15. Yes, surely his Lord was watching him. Peeping Tom, peeping Tom. So I will not swear by the twilight. Who's not swearing by the twilight? And the night, and what it gathers.
Is that even a complete thought?
No, and the
I will
moon when
not
it
swear
is
by the twilight
full.
in the night and what it can. It doesn't make any
Must be
sense.
talking about a full moon.
Okay, we got that part. The moon when it's full.
Yeah.
All right, but
And,
none of this makes
and
sense.
and you surely mount stage by stage. What the hell are you mounting?
Uh,
Sounds a little kinky
we
there.
had we had Mo being mounted, I think, in a couple chapters ago. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So why do you not believe? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because this book doesn't make any sense to the rational person who can still think. And when the Quran is recited to them, now he gets it right because before it says it's recited to him, they do not worship. So are they supposed to worship the Quran or worship Allah? It doesn't say they do not worship Allah. Yet those who became infidels deny, and Allah knows what they keep. So give them the good news of a painful torment. Allah, that is not good news, bro. That is some bad news.
Allah
Except,
still hasn't figured out what good news
yeah,
is.
I mean, it's supposed to say, so give them the bad news of a painful torment. Nobody goes around saying, yeah, man, I'm going to give you some good news.
But
It
no,
probably just
Allah
went off.
likes Allah likes to torture people, so he thinks
Yeah.
everybody should think of it as good news.
Okay, so give them the good news of a painful torment, except for those who believed and did good deeds. They will have an unending wage. Woohoo! Somebody's going to break the bank. And ladies and gentlemen, that finishes this chapter of the splitting. Okay, now we go to the constellations.
We didn't do much splitting.
Well, we heard that the heavens would split, so I guess that's good enough. All right, the constellations. Let's see who wins the constellation prize. All right. I swear by the heavens with the constellations and by the
Well,
promise.
they win the prize because they say it in the first verse.
Oh, yeah. And by the promised day and by the
So we
witness
got a
and the
problem
witness.
here.
Yeah. When don't we have a
So
problem?
we got a problem here. If this is Allah speaking, we have Allah swearing by creation.
Yeah, this is Allah speaking.
So Allah swears by the things he created. Don't you usually swear by things? Or
Yeah.
why would you I mean, why would a God swear by I mean, you swear by things that are bigger, like you swear on your mom, you swear on your dad. You swear, promising things because by, so help me God type thing. But you don't swear on things that are smaller than you unless you're lying.
Well, no, Paul. Think about what you're saying. Allah's just admitting that he's not that big.
Yeah, that's what I think it really says. Allah is smaller than the constellations. He's smaller than a promised day. He's smaller than the witness and the witnessed. It's exactly it. He's saying he is a puppet.
He's a puppet of Muhammad. Okay, so let's go again. I swear by the heavens with the consolations, and by the promised day, and by the witness and the witnessed. Okay. Killed are the companions of the moat, the fire with the fuel. What?
Okay,
When they
wait.
sat in
Killed.
it.
Who are the companions of the moat?
No idea.
Who are the fire with the fuel? We don't know what the heck they're talking about. It's not even sensical. Yeah, it's not. What do we want? It's Allah.
I'm thinking
TBI.
the companions are the ones that are going to go to hell and going to become the fuel for the fire.
We're back to symptoms of traumatic
Yeah.
brain injury.
When they sat in it, sat in what? The fire with the fuel or the moat?
Let's see. They sat in the moat. Their butts got soaked. I mean, sat in a boat in the moat.
And then they
I mean,
had to
it's
sit
like,
on the then they had to sit on the fire to dry up their butt. And they were witnesses of what they did to the believers. Yeah, so this is talking about
okay, who did to
the
the believers?
unbelievers. So the people of the moat are the infidels, the unbelievers, the disbelievers.
So wait a minute. But the people who are, I mean, isn't Allah the one that kills the believers and the believers together?
Yeah. And they didn't, and they did not take vengeance on them. That meaning the believers, they didn't take vengeance on the unbelievers, except that they may believe in Allah, the dear, the praised. To whom
So
the
the way that reads is they only take vengeance on them if they do believe in Allah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Hmm.
But this should have been this shouldn't have been a period at the end. They should have
Well,
gone
again,
in.
the punctuation
Yeah,
is stuff that's added later, but
yeah, but that punctuation, Jay, it just messes with my mind. To whom the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and Allah is witness over all things. Surely those who seduce the believing men and the believing women, then they did not repent. Okay, how did they seduce the believing men and the believing women? They must have not
you
been.
gotta sit here wondering. I mean, we're not talking about just females. We're talking about males. We're talking about something that can seduce either sex. Those who seduced, then they, yeah, the honeypot thing that we keep hearing about.
Yeah. Okay, so Allah's witness. Okay, surely those are the. So for them is the torment of hell, and for them is the torment of the fire. But I thought hell was the fire. I mean, if you go to hell, you go to the fire.
So, is the fire hotter than hell?
Could be.
Quite literally is what that would imply, if I'm getting this correctly.
Sounds like you get two torments. You get the torment of hell, and then you get the torment of the fire. Two separate things. Surely those who believed and did good deeds, they will have gardens. Don't feel bad, Paul, because your favorite word is here. Below them the rivers flow. This, folks, is a big triumph. Getting gardens and rivers underneath them is a big triumph. Surely the vengeance of your Lord is severe. Surely he begins and repeats. What is he, washing his clothes?
Surely the vengeance of your Lord is severe. Surely he be. Okay. So
Somebody's not sure if Allah's vengeance is severe or not.
well, I mean, it can't be severe if he has to start over again.
Well, isn't there something in Islam about like they burn your skin off and then he puts the skin back on, so then he burns it off again?
Yeah. Their skin melts off and then it regrows and then it goes through the whole process over and over and over again. They pour some, I forgot what the name of it was. They pour some hot boiling something on top of him. And he is forgiving, and he is the forgiving, the friendly, the possessor of the glorious throne, the doer of whatever he desires. has the saying of the troops come to you? What the hell? How did
Now we're down to,
Pharaoh and Tammud get into this chapter?
well, we don't even, okay, it just says Pharaoh and Tammud. He doesn't mention anything about them. As the saying of the troops, we don't know who the troops are.
I don't
We possessor of the glorious throne, you would think would be Allah, the doer of whatever he desires. Wait a minute. If we go back to 14, and he is the forgiving, the friendly. Okay, we think we're talking about Allah, the possessor of the glorious throne, the doer
would be
of
Allah.
whatever. So Allah can do whatever he desires. Okay, I get that part. Has the saying of the troops come to you? Not saying that doesn't make any sense.
No.
None of this really does.
And then to throw Pharaoh and Tammud in there, we have no clue what the hell.
We you know, when we read verse 14, we've got him bragging about himself, which is, again, he's compensating, is what it sounds like. He has to keep bragging about who he is because he, like you said, he drives a Ferrari, and it's just a mess. Yeah.
Yeah, but what does 18 have to do with this chapter? How did Pharaoh?
There's nothing here that makes any sense as far as I'm concerned. Yet those who became infidels are in denial. There's nothing. Yeah, finish. Why don't you finish that?
All right, yet those who became infidels are in denial, and Allah surrounds them from behind. Oh, Allah's a little kinky little bastard there. I think he likes some sodomy there. Yet it is a glorious Quran and a kept board.
So you keep your Quran in a box? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Or if it's kept in a board, it's not very thick.
Maybe Allah uses that board to smack you on your booty up there.
But
ladies and gentlemen, with that, we finish this chapter. We move on to chapter 86. What time is it? Holy moly, it's only 37 minutes. The Tariq.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to advance to chapter 88. Of the male, of the female. Okay. I swear by the heavens and by the Tariq.
What is the Tariq?
Of the male. That's what
it means?
Hold on a second. Yeah, that's what the...
Oh
no. I'm sorry. I have no clue what the Tariq means. That's not one of Osama's words. So I swear by the heaven and by the Tariq. I have no clue what that is. And what do you know? What the Tariq is? Look at that. He answers you. It's the piercing star.
So we've had 2 questions answered in the whole time we've been reading the Quran. Or maybe it's 3.
Muslims will tell you this is referring to the star Cyrus. That very soul has a keeper over it. Whoa, wait a minute. A star has a soul? I didn't know that.
Every soul has a keeper? Is that what they're saying? A star has a soul?
Yeah, it says, it talks about the piercing star, and then it says
wait.
that very
Didn't we
soul...
say the stars were... Didn't we say the stars were missiles before?
Yes. Well, not all of them.
The stars are missiles.
Just some of them. Some of them are missiles. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is my favorite chapter. Yeah, 86. I thought it looked familiar. Verse 5. So let the human look to what he was created from. He was created from gushing water. When it comes out of the backbones of the male and the breasts of the female.
Wait a minute. Okay. Does Allah, is he demonstrating he doesn't know basic biology?
Apparently so, but you ask a Muslim,
this would be, this gushing water would be sperm, and if sperm comes from the backbone, I don't know where Allah got his knowledge, but it comes from La La Land. And if he thinks sperm comes from a woman, that's bad enough to to smack him upside the head and say, wake up. But to think that sperm from a woman comes from her breasts, I mean, he apparently has no concept of what how a female is made.
Yeah, it's supposed to come from the sulb and the tarib. The tarib is the breast area. Actually, they say it's like where a woman wears her necklace, so it would be like your collarbone area,
Yeah.
which is above your breasts. Because man, if you got some knockers that coming out of your collarbone, man, that don't look good. Okay, sure. Now I got this picture. Surely he is able to return him. A day the secrets will be made known. So then he will have no strength and no helper. I swear by the heaven that returns. Where's the heaven return? And by the earth that splits. What?
Who's swearing?
Allah. I think Allah has been listening to that song. I swear.
That would
Because
mean Isle of Time travels.
he's got swearing in his brain. And by the earth that splits. I didn't know the earth splits. Did you? Is he
Hasn't
talking
happened
about
yet.
is he talking about like when we have an earthquake and the fault lines, you get that crack on.
Well, that's a possibility, but it can't
Right.
be in Mecca.
Yeah.
Maybe we're talking about Petra, somewhere's over there, maybe, but not in Mecca.
Surely this is a decisive word, and it is not a joke. What word?
I have no clue because nothing has been decisive about what we've read.
I mean, we're talking about the creation of a human. What
Which
word?
is way off.
Yeah.
So off, it's funny.
Surely they are scheming a scheme. What does this have to do with gushing water, backbones, and breasts? I don't know. And I am scheming a scheme. So listen to this. Allah is scheming a scheme because he is the best of the schemers. So give the infidels a delay. Delay them leisurely. Well, I mean, if you're going to be delayed, you might as well enjoy it. And ladies and gentlemen, you just learned that women, if you're a woman and you're watching this, I hate to tell you, but according to Allah, you have sexual fluids coming out of your breast. Okay?
Only in the what does that say about the I mean, you're willing to debate any medical professional on the topic of reproduction, correct? Any Muslim medical professional?
You got that right.
Now they're going to swear by the Quran.
I've actually had a few conversations with people who claim to be doctors on Clubhouse, and it was just a joke. Because how they came up with the zygote and this and that. I'm like, dude, where did you get that from that verse? And one guy was trying to say, well, it's the stages. You go through a stage that you're a clot. I'm like, could you show me in that verse where it says stages? And can you show
Or
me
better yet, can you
any?
get something out of a clot that's not
Yeah.
dead?
Or show me one textbook, one college. Oh hell, I'll even settle for a high school biology textbook, and show me where it says we go through a stage as a blood clot. Now I had the doctor on Pal Talk. Larry knows who he is. No side tried to tell me, well, if you look at the embryo at I don't know 3 weeks through a microscope, you'll see it looks like a red blob. Okay. It doesn't say you will look like a clot. It says you were created from a clot. Again, these people don't understand the meaning of words. So, guys, I would recommend that you get yourself a pair of goggles because you just might get some ejaculation in your eyes. Okay, now we're in the highest. Okay. All right.
Oh, it scares me. If we're in the highest in the Quran and we're in chapter 87, we might be going in the lowest of lows.
I told you we would make it to probably chapter 90. We're on the way there. What do we got?
Getting there.
Oh
Just
man,
wait
we're
till
not even
Pastor
an hour into this. Man,
Wow.
I got to make sure we don't finish tonight. I got to save something for my birthday. Okay. Praise the name of your Lord the highest. That's why it's called the highest. who created, so he fashioned, and who estimated, so he guided, and who
So
brings. What does
Allah
how is it?
estimates.
Yes, I
He
think he's
doesn't
an
know the
architect
number, so he has to
or he's
estimate.
an engineer.
That's pretty sad.
Okay, how does this make any sense? Praise the name of your Lord the highest, who created, comma, so he fashioned, comma, and who estimated, comma, so he guided, comma, and who brings forth the pasture. So he made it gathered scum. Ooh, what?
Again,
What
this is
gathered?
we have another example of Arabic as a second, third, or fourth language. So he
And
made it.
he,
It should be made it gather scum, but who brings forth the pasture? So
so the
the
pasture,
pasture gathers scum.
I guess, I don't know. We will make you read, so do not forget,
I
except
mean,
for
the
what Allah
closest thing I
wills.
can get to of this picture of a pasture gathering scum is of a swamp, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
I
the only
mean, I
thing.
could see pastures having, depending if you've got a lot of cows or a lot of animals, you
Mhm.
might be stepping on some poop.
Yeah, it would work to a point, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now we will make you read. Who? Who's he talking to? So do not forget, except for what Allah wills. So Allah makes you forget. Okay, let me ask you a question. Why Allah goes through the trouble of making you remember just so he can make you forget? Why not just
because
not even bother?
Satan makes you forget. That's actually in the Quran. So if this is Allah fulfilling the role of Satan, which
Yeah.
tells everybody that's what he really is.
Surely he knows what is proclaimed and what is hidden. Okay. I mean, hell, I could tell you that. And we will make it easy for you that which was easy. But wait a minute, it was already easy. If it was already easy, why are you going to make it easy for me?
Because
Does
they
that make,
want us to stop reading the Quran and asking these important questions.
I mean, seriously, if something was already easy, what, what
You
are you
know,
going to tell me? I
we
will make it
Martin,
easy.
yeah,
It
Martin
was
Luther
already
King
easy.
said if you're hitting the if you keep hitting the target, you're standing too close.
Yeah. So reminds. If the reminder profits, what the hell does that even mean? Who fears will be reminded, and the troublemaker will avoid it. Who will be roasted in the big fire? Then he will not die in it, nor will he live. Well, I guess you're going to be zombies in hell. I mean, none of this stuff makes sense.
It's nonsensical. This is where I get again. We're talking about TBI or some guy that likes the concept of Arabic rhyming, but other than that, there's no like Usama said. There's his whoever's writing has more concern with how things sound than what they mean, because this does not make any sense.
Yeah, I do believe that Osama is correct because, I mean, none of this stuff here. It's like, what am I supposed to get out of this? Nothing. I have not gotten anything out of this chapter. Okay, 14. Indeed, whoever is purified prospers and remembers his Lord's name, so he prays. Okay. Yet you prefer the world's life, and the hereafter is better and lasting. Surely this is in the first pages of writings. The pages of writings of Abraham and Moses. Can somebody tell me where is the writings of Abraham?
I haven't seen that any place.
I
This
mean,
is messed up.
did Allah lose the writings of Abraham? I
Sure
mean, I
sounds
know
like
what the
it.
writings of Moses are.
Well, if he's
They're the
going to
Torah.
claim that Abraham's a prophet and everybody says it's a prophet has a book,
Yeah.
hmm,
Well, that's what the Quran says. A prophet comes with a book and wisdom. And then right after that, a messenger comes to confirm what the prophet brought and said. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are on chapter 88. The overwhelming. I am overwhelming, not learning anything. Ooh, rich carpets. Okay. All righty. Oh man, we're not going to finish this today. I'm gonna leave a few chapters just to be on the safe side. Okay, the
Okay.
overwhelming. Have the sayings of the overwhelmed come to you? I don't know. Who's overwhelmed? Faces on that day will be downcast, laboring and weary, roasting in hot fire. They will be made to drink from a boiling spring. Oh man, Allah is
Okay,
such
if
a
you're
nice guy.
hot,
Yeah,
I mean, if you're being forced to do something like this doesn't make any sense. Why would I mean? Why would you? I mean, that's torturing yourself.
they will not have any food except that of thorns, which will not fatten them nor satisfy their hunger. Now, I think there is a chapter where it says you what you will eat in hell. So Allah contradicts himself. Okay, faces on that day will be blissful, well
Well,
pleased with.
blissful is like a contented thing,
Yeah. Well,
but
now
why
he's
would
moving
you
on to
be
the
content
believers.
when you're drinking
No, no,
hot
no.
water
This
that's
is
boiling?
this is talking about the believers now. Faces on that day will be blissful, well pleased with their past labors in lofty gardens. So you see, he's talking about the believers of Allah. You will not hear vain talk in it, and it a floating spring. What the hell? They got a spring that
Flowing.
floats?
Okay, you will not hear it in a lofty garden. So we got the garden because they're walking through the garden. These are the believers. The water's underneath. They won't be
No,
saying
no,
vain
no,
things.
no,
And then
no.
then they have that spring.
That's
Okay,
you got a floating spring. How does a spring float?
flowing.
Oh, flowing. See, I'm telling you, man. I thought I could have sworn I saw floating.
Yeah, I was wondering the first time you said. I wasn't sure if you said that. Okay.
Okay, I'm losing it, guys. And it a raised bed, and goblets placed, and cushions laid in rows, and zarabi spread out.
What's a Zarabi?
Rich carpets, a non-Arabic word of undetermined origin. So you're going to have these rows of laid out carpet that's spread out.
Carpets, cushions, and raised beds of
Yeah,
flowers.
goblets. Do they not look on the camels? Whoa, they're gonna have camels in Allah's heaven? How they were created? I don't know. How were they created? Were they created by a male camel humping a female camel? And to the heavens, how it raised up. Okay. And to the mountains, how they are set up. Okay. And to the earth, how it is spread out. Okay. So remind them. Surely you are only a reminder. You are not a dominator over them. That's Allah's job. Except for who turned away and became an infidel. Okay, so those who are infidels, Muhammad or this person is indeed a dominator over the infidels. So Allah will torment him with the biggest torment. Surely they will return to us. Then surely on us their reckoning.
So hold on a minute. The guy who's getting tormented is going to return. Give me more torment. Is that really what's going to happen? Do you really believe that? This
I
guy.
mean, another useless 26
It was
verses.
just a bunch of words put together that really didn't matter.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's you that's breaking up or it's me. Okay, so now we just finished reading the chapter of the overwhelming. Now we go into the chapter of the dawn. Oh, say, can you see? Okay, the dawn. All right, let me move up to chapter 89. Oh, it's only okay. It's got 3 words. All right, chapter of the dawn. I swear by the dawn and by the 10 nights. Oh, what the hell? There's
10
only
nights
10
for
nights.
what?
and by the even and the odds, and by the night when it departs. Can somebody
Even
make
so,
sense of
how
this?
many? We got 10 nights. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then we got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Hmm,
So why are you swearing on the numbers
I don't know.
and on the night?
Okay, verse 5. Is there an oath in this to one who possesses a stone? Number one, Muslim scholars interpret this as understanding, equating it to hard-headedness. Oh, that's a big word. I don't think Allah was capable of such big word. There an oath to this one who possesses a hard-headedness?
Okay, so if you can go up and bang your head on the ground, your hard headedness.
Have you not seen how your Lord did with Ad? Now, Allah. Ad, which doesn't exist, would have come a couple of thousand years ago. So, how would I see what you did to Ad?
So you're asking a question of Allah that he can't answer.
At at Iram, two. Non-Arabic word of undetermined origin. So we have no clue what that means. With columns. Okay. Which none like it was created in the countries. Okay. And Thamud, who hewed out the rocks in the valley. Okay. I think uh, Thamud might be in Petra,
Hmm.
where they carved into
Or
the rocks,
thereabouts.
you know. And
Yeah.
Pharaoh with the stakes. What? What's what do you mean in Pharaoh with the stakes?
We have no reason to be talking about Pharaoh, and all of a sudden Pharaoh appears again. This is the chronologically inept Allah. He can't tell what we're talking about is one thing, and he's so chronologically impaired, he's got to pull people out of the past to put them in the present.
Okay, number 11. Those who rebelled in the countries. So they increased the vandalism in them. Okay. So your Lord poured over them a sop. What's number
What?
3? A scourge. So your Lord poured over them a scourge of torment. Surely your
I
Lord
mean, I
is.
know Allah likes torment, but that just
Oh,
doesn't make any sense.
and who did he pour a scourge over? Was it Ad, Thamud, the Pharaoh? Surely your Lord is ever watchful. He's sitting there with his binoculars. All right, what are they doing? What are they doing? So, as for the human, when his Lord tested him, so he honored him and graced him. So he will say, my Lord honors me. And when he tested him, so he estimated to him his provisions. All right, dude, you get three portions of rice. You get 2 goblets of camel piss. Please drink it sparsely, because you're in a desert and there's not much water in the desert. So he will say, my Lord has disgraced me. Okay. Certainly not. Yet you did not honor the orphans. What the hell does this have to do with this chapter?
Oh my gosh, it's just
And you
tired.
did not urge the feeding of the poor. And you consume the inheritance. You consume all of it. Okay. I guess you spent all the money of the orphans. And you love money with exceeding love. Certainly not. When the earth is grinding. Okay, I think Allah is into grunge music. And your Lord came and the angels in rank. Okay, Lord came where? Oh, on that day, hell will be brought forth on that day. The human will remember. And how is the remembrance to him? He will say, oh, I wish I had prepared for this in my life. I should have brought more water. So on that day, no one will be tormented. His torment? What? No one can bind his binding. Oh, you calm soul, return to your Lord, content and pleasing. So enter among my servants and enter my garden. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, we're in chapter 90. Oh man. Oh man. Slow down, Dr. Kufa. The country. Okay. I will not swear by this country. Which country is that? And it is lawful for you to kill in this country. Okay. Number one, Mecca. Now, how the hell am I supposed to know it's Mecca?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I will not swear by Mecca. It is lawful for you to kill in Mecca. I thought Mecca was supposed to be a protected place. You couldn't do those things. So we can't be talking about Mecca.
I know the area of the Kaaba is supposed to be, where you're not supposed to kill anybody. But then again, that's not true because Muhammad ordered certain individuals to be killed even if they ran into the Kaaba. So that's all bull crap. See how Allah and Muhammad lie? And by the Father and what he has begotten, I have no clue what this has to do with anything. Indeed, we created the human in hardship. Thanks, Allah. Does he think that no one can have might over him? He says, I have destroyed an enormous amount of money. Dude, you could have given it to me.
Again, we have cash in a cashless society.
Yeah. Does he think that no one sees him? Who the hell is he talking to or talking about? Have we not made for him 2 eyes and a tongue and 2 lips? And we guided him the 2 ways? So he did not enter Al-Kaaba. I don't know what that is. And what do you know? What is Al-Kaaba? I don't know. It
Hey, real
is.
quick question, guys. What do you think that means that humans were created in hardship?
Well, it was hard for Allah to do the work. It was difficult for Allah. I mean, it was beyond his grasp. I mean, taking something, making it dead, and then creating life again. He needed a lot of do-overs. I think that's what happened.
So you don't think it's like he created humans to have hardships in life?
I mean, with
No, it
Allah,
says, indeed, we created the human in hardship. So he's Allah has hardship, or he's placing the humans. We created the human in hardship. Ooh. Or he made humans to have a tough life. That he created the humans to have a tough life. That's the only other thing I can think of that may work, and that's being kind.
Yeah. Well, either way, I mean that's a problem for Muslims because obviously they say that Muslims were or that people were created without sin. So if they were created without sin, why are they facing hardships? And he's punishing them for nothing.
Well, it's Allah. He likes torture.
yeah, Allah is the bored individual. Okay, so, and what do you know? And what do you know? What is Aqaba? Sounds like something that I would see in the movie Aladdin and the Alibaba and the 40 Thieves or whatever. It is the freeing of a neck, a slave, or feeding in a day of famine. An orphan who is a relative, or a poor person that lays in deep need. Then he was of those who believed and who exhorted with patience and exhorted with mercy. Those are the companions of the right hand. And those who became infidels in our verses are the companions of the left hand. Over them is a closed fire. Okay. Holy crap, it's only 7 o'clock. Chapter 91, the sun. Oh my. Oh,
It's
there's no
going so
word in
fast right now.
Well, look at these chapters, man. This one's only 14 verses. I swear by the sun and its brightness. Here we go, man. I'm telling you, Allah has that
Allah
I
has to swear
swear
by things that
by.
are bigger than him. We're talking about the
And by
sun.
this. And by the moon when it follows it. I'm sorry, but the moon doesn't follow the sun.
But that, again, this is too big for Allah to know.
Allah, the moon follows the earth. And by the day when it shows its light, and by the night when it covers it, and by the heaven who built it.
Wait.
So this is not Allah swearing. It would make sense for Allah for
Okay,
this to be Allah
if this is
swearing.
Allah swearing,
Yeah, but then Allah messes up because in 5 it says, and by the heaven and who built it. So Allah swearing by himself?
yeah,
And
that
by
would make more sense, though.
yeah. And by the earth and the one who spread it, and by the soul and who fashioned it. I mean, this sounds like it's somebody else that's swearing.
Yeah, you would think it's somebody else.
Yeah. But who is this? I mean,
No idea.
can't be Muhammad because Muslims tell me Muhammad was never an infidel. So why would Muhammad be swearing by the sun and the moon and the day and the night?
Hmm.
Because you can surely tell that 5 through 7 is somebody swearing by God, on
By the
God.
soul in him who fashioned it.
Yeah, so that would be
So
Allah
it's
who fashioned. Allah
so
built
if
the
this is
heaven.
Momo speaking, I swear by the sun and its
Yeah,
brightness, and by the moon when it follows. Okay, but we
yeah,
can't tell.
but then that means Momo would be a pagan if he swears by the sun.
Well, he's partnering things with Allah, is what it looks like.
Okay, Allah inspires the soul to wickedness as well as piety. So he inspired it, its wickedness and its
Oh,
piety.
isn't that what Satan does?
Mm-hmm. Indeed, who purifies it will prosper. And
So piety
indeed,
for those, I should say, piety for those who don't know is faithfulness. Wickedness and faithfulness he marries together. Look at that.
yeah. So if you purify piety, I
The
guess.
wickedness, indeed, who purifies it. Oh, and what are they trying to get? Pure wickedness? So it's
I
not
have
corrupt
no clue.
anymore?
Oh, here we go again with Talmud and the
Oh,
camel.
my gosh.
The oft repeated and apparently pointless story about Thamud and the camel of Allah was invented by Muhammad. Thamud denied by its rebellion. When their most wicked was raised, so the messenger of Allah said to them, the camel of Allah and her drink. Okay. What was the drink? Was it the camel piss? So they denied him, so they hamstrung her. That doesn't sound nice. What did the poor camel do?
Doesn't sound like the camel did anything. They gave her a drink, and now they're going to hamstrung the
For
camel?
their Lord got angry and destroyed them because of their sin. So he leveled them and he did not fear its consequences. Whoa, wait a minute. Allah fears?
Well, Allah's going to
Consequence,
face consequences.
Yeah.
Allah has fear. Who's he afraid of? Ooh.
And maybe Allah did something he wasn't supposed to do, and somebody higher up than Allah might be spanking his butt.
Allah is
Now,
scared of things.
why would Allah get angry? Isn't angry a human trait?
Well, doesn't that say too?
And her drink.
So apparently, the people of Thamud they only did one sin. Must have been the sin of hamstringing the camel. Maybe the piss wasn't the right temperature. You know, the camel just.
So their Lord, if their Lord is a physical person, and he destroys the people. We can, maybe it's this way. So their Lord is the local magistrate.
Yeah, I don't think they have lords. They have that kind of hierarchy in the Arab
Well,
world.
that's the closest I can come to as an excuse for this
Yeah.
not to be Allah.
But 15 is very interesting. Apparently, Allah didn't fear its consequences because 14 has to be Allah because
Yeah,
Allah would be the only one that could destroy anything. But then he did not fear its consequences. Why would Allah fear anything? Okay.
because he's
Now
a
we all
little God.
Now we're in chapter 92, the chapter of the night. Okay. Hey.
Uh-oh, are we going to have a night dream now?
Oh, good. I swear by the night when it covers, and by
Uh-oh,
the
Allah's got to
day,
swear by something bigger than him again.
I know, and when it appears in the glory, and by him who created the male and the female, surely your striving is diverse. Again, this is not Allah.
It can't be Allah. If it's Allah, we have a problem. But then
But
Sunnis swear that
why
all
is
the Quran is the
Muhammad,
words of Allah.
why is the Prophet of Muhammad swearing by Allah's creation? So as for
Because it's
him
bigger
who
than
gives,
Allah.
I'm sorry,
Because it's bigger than Allah.
I guess.
So he's got to swear. I mean, again, this is committing an act of shirk.
Yeah. So as for him who gives and fears and believes in the good, so we will ease him to the ease. What the hell does that mean? You're going to ease him to the ease.
I have
And
no-
that okay, Allah is a very confused guy. That TBI is really kicking in.
Well, it's the only thing that makes sense, unfortunately. I mean, if you can't make sense, I mean, how many we've read so much now, and it's because we're going so quickly through it because there's hardly anything even worth asking a question about because it's so nonsensical, and there's so little. I mean, there's not very many complete thoughts. I mean, let's just start with where can we start here? Okay, we start with number 5. So as for him who gives and fears and believes in the good, so we will ease him to the ease. That doesn't make any sense. It's not even a complete thought. And for
Well,
him who becomes stingy and self-sufficient and denied the good, so we will ease him to the difficult.
is he going to make the? Is he? Well, we know that number 7 doesn't make any sense. So we will ease him to the ease.
Okay.
And then
And for him
number
who becomes
10,
stingy and self-sufficient. If you become stingy and self-sufficient, that's not a bad thing.
no,
I mean, you become stingy so you can pay your own way,
yeah.
and then you are self-sufficient. That's a good thing.
Some of the stingiest people in the world are like freaking billionaires.
But if you're self-sufficient, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean I'd like to be self-sufficient in my little cabin in the woods. Okay, so we will ease him with the difficult. Okay, okay. So I think Allah is saying that, hey, I'm going to make the difficult times a little easier on you. I got
Okay,
you.
and we will ease him to the. No. He's going to gradually make things difficult.
Oh, oh, okay. That also makes sense. He's not going to throw you into the difficult. He's going to
He's
do
going
it
to
slowly.
gradually make things difficult.
Yeah, he's going to gradually do it. So kind of like how they brainwash you. You got to do it
Well,
slowly.
it's like you put a frog in a pot, and then you
Yeah, you
gradually
don't
turn the
put them in a
water
hot
up.
boiling. Yeah, you don't put them in a hot boiling water. You put them in a nice little cool water. Then you slowly raise the temperature, and he's thinking, "Oh man, this feels good." Until it's like, ah, and
Well,
his money will not benefit him when he perishes. Yeah, well, I mean that does
again,
make sense.
Allah's talking money before there's money.
Yeah.
This tells you this book was not written at the time it's claimed.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I do believe there was money in the time of Muhammad. By that time, money would have been already in circulation. Because
Okay,
remember,
yeah, maybe there would have been. Yeah, okay.
because remember, you got the coins.
The coins, yeah,
The
okay. Give
Byzantines
them
had
that.
coins. The Persians had
But we don't know
coins.
that there was any. Okay, there definitely wasn't coins in Mecca at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Okay, so money will not benefit you when you die. Surely on us is to guide, and surely to us the hereafter in the first. That makes no sense. So I
The
warned you
hereafter.
about the blazing fire. Okay. No one will roast in it except the wretched who denied and turned
We
away.
don't even know. Okay, so okay, we're talking about hell. So I warned you about the blazing fire. We take that as hell. No, we heard about the roasting at least a chapter ago. So no one will roast in it except the wretched. So there will be somebody roasting people. In No one will roast in it. So the wretched are getting roasted.
Yep.
Who
And they're
denied and turned. Okay,
yeah,
whoever turned away are the wretched are those who denied and turned away. The
yeah.
fearer will avoid it.
So as long
Okay.
as you fear and you don't deny, you don't turn away, you
If
won't
you're
be of the
scared of
wretched.
Allah because
And
you're scared he's going to try and torture you, which is something he's going to do, he promises it to you. So if you're stupid and you're fearing him because he promises to torture you, I mean, actually, it's kind of sensical. That would mean Islamophobia makes all the sense.
right,
Because if he promises to torture you and you don't run away, something's wrong. Isn't that? And the fearer will avoid it. So the fearer knows that Allah's going to torture him, and he does everything to avoid it.
right.
That
So
makes
17, and the fear will avoid it who gives. So it's not just you being a fearer, but who gives his money for self purification. So giving away your money purifies you, and they do not expect any favor in return, except seeking the face of his Lord, the highest, and he will be pleased.
I don't know what he's pleased about.
I don't know, man. The forenoon, 93. Oh, man. All right, 93 doesn't have anything that I need to worry about. I don't even know why I changed because it's all here. Again, I swear by the forenoon and by the night when it becomes dark. Your Lord did not forsake you, neither has he detested you. And the hereafter is better than the first. What the
Really?
hell is
How
the
do we
first?
know that?
Well, we don't even know what the first is.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. We have nothing to compare.
Yeah. I mean, at least explain to me what the first is so I can have a comparison here. Am I comparing gold to silver or gold to brass? And your
Gee,
Lord will give to you so that you will be pleased. Ooh, Allah's a giver.
what's he going to give to us?
No, I don't, 72
Is that those
hoodie,
72 virgins?
the
They're
the the,
whoreys.
the,
That's
the
not a
gold.
very good thing. I mean, I don't give us that because you can see through their skin. That's gross.
Gold bracelets, a heart on that never goes soft. Did he not find you orphaned? So he sheltered you. Who? Let's be talking about Muhammad because Muhammad was an orphan. Okay. So Allah found the orphan Momo and he sheltered him. And he found you lost. So he guided you. And he found you needy. So he enriched you by telling you to go out and kill people and steal their property. So, as for the orphan, so do not oppress. And as for the beggar, so do not rebuke. And as for the grace of your Lord, so speak. Okay.
This is
Again, 11 verses of nothingness.
nothing.
Yes.
There's nothing
Ooh,
there of value.
chapter 94, the expanding.
Oh my gosh, this is even shorter.
I know. Did we not expand your chest?
No,
And we took your burden off of you,
no.
which pressed heavily on your back? What, you
No,
guys
it
wearing
didn't.
backpacks? and we exalt your fame.
Really?
So,
Is Allah exalting us?
I don't know. So surely with the difficulty is ease. Surely with the difficulty is ease.
I
Allah,
mean, he's
you
got
need
to
Isn't
to
that the
repeat
repeat
complete
that.
himself.
opposite?
Say what, Larry?
Isn't that complete opposite?
I think this is another statement where Allah doesn't know. I mean, maybe he does know what this means. He thinks everything difficult is easy. I don't know.
Yeah, but why does Allah have to repeat himself between verses 5 and 6? So surely with the difficulty is ease. Surely with the difficulty is ease. So he
Because
just
he
did
has
not.
to. I know what. It's so difficult that he has to say it twice
Yeah,
because
I
he
mean,
doesn't believe it himself.
all he really did was delete the so. So when you are free, so stand up, and to your Lord, so incline. Okay. Chapter 95. The
This is getting
fig.
worse. I didn't know it could get worse, but it's getting worse.
Okay. I swear by the tin, the fig, and the olive, and by the Mount Sanin, era Sinai, and by the secure country, Mecca. Mecca is not a country. And where did Muhammad have olives?
I want to know. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, if they're talking about Mount Sinai, we're not talking about Mecca at all.
no, Mecca is number 3.
Well, that's what I'm getting. And
Right.
by
But here's the problem. Mecca is not a country. Mecca is a city in a country. Ali doesn't know the difference between a city and a
well, he's a
country.
small God. What do you expect? I mean, I
I
don't expect him
know.
to. He doesn't know the word good news. He doesn't know the word Messiah. How many other things have we discussed that he doesn't know? It's just,
He doesn't know much, that's for sure.
yeah, he's very
Okay.
limited.
Indeed, we created the human in the best mold. Then
Really.
we then we put him down to the lowest of the low. I don't know what that means. Except for those who believed and did good deeds. So they will have an unending wage. There goes that unending wage. I think I was talking about the unending hard on. That's what he's talking about. So what denies you after that in the judgment? That doesn't make any sense. Is not Allah the wisest of the
I
judges?
don't think Allah has the wisest of anything.
I know. Well, let's finish this unwise chapter of the fig and let's go and see what
It's it
96
was
brings
it
us.
was
Oh,
that
my
chapter
favorite
was
one.
smaller than a fig.
The clat. The clat. Okay,
Wait a
read.
minute, wait a minute. We had 9 verses. We had 8 verses. Now we're up to 19 verses.
Yeah, so
Are
much
we
for that.
continuing to see that they lie to us when they say whatever was said longest is said first?
Yeah, somebody doesn't know the definition of longest to shortest. Read in the name of your Lord who created. Now, who's saying this? Because we know it's not Allah. So, what? How would I know who said this? He
And
created.
that's really problematic when you
Yeah.
think about. I mean, there should be some importance attached to
I
something,
mean,
and
we know according to the Hadiths that it's Jibril or some guy pretending to be Gabriel who came down and asking the literate to read. But if I'm reading this, my first question is, who's telling this guy to read? What guy is he telling to read? I don't know.
I have
Read in the
no
name of
idea.
your Read in the name of your Lord who created. He created the human from a clot.
Really,
Allah.
you create something from something dead.
Yeah.
Okay, really? Does Allah again? This is the word, another word that Allah doesn't know. You create things from nothing. That's what the word create means. You take it, you create something out of nothing. But he's taking something dead and creating from it.
All right, verse 3 reads, and your Lord is the generous, who taught with the pen. He taught the human what he did not know. Certainly not.
Wait. He taught the human what? Oh, let's try it again. He taught the human what Allah did not know.
I
Oh
mean,
my God.
it could go either way. I mean,
Yeah. He refers to Allah
right.
teaching the human what Allah did not know.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it wouldn't be a solid argument, but yeah, I mean, you could read it that way.
That's exactly what that if it's English, that's
Yeah.
exactly what that says.
All
In
right, verse
Arabic, I
6.
wouldn't doubt meaning the same
Yeah.
thing.
Certainly not. Surely the human is rebellious. Oh, okay, what does that have to do? It's
It
telling
has
us
nothing to
that,
do with it doesn't continue.
yeah, I mean, it's telling us that Allah taught the human what he did not know. And then somebody's saying, certainly not. It wasn't Allah who taught the human what he did not know. Surely the human is rebellious, that he sees himself as self sufficient.
As if
Again,
that's a bad thing, and it's
I
not a bad
know.
thing.
Self sufficient means you don't have to depend on anybody. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to wish that they were self sufficient over the next 6 months. Ooh, that pizza's coming back up. Surely the return is to your Lord. Have you seen the one who forbids a servant when he prays? No, I have not. Have you seen that he was upon the guidance? No, I have not, and I don't know what
No.
that means.
Okay. We
So,
haven't. Okay. So who have you seen the one who forbids? We don't know who forbids. We don't know. Okay, forbids a servant when he prays. So we're talking about Allah or Satan forbidding a servant from praying, or some master of a servant forbidding. Okay, have you seen that he was upon the guidance? Who's he? We don't know who he's talking to either.
I mean, do we ever know who's he talking to?
No, usually don't. Yeah.
Okay, so 11, have you seen that which was upon the guidance? No, I don't know. Or commands with piety? I think he's asking if you have seen Allah. Have you seen if he denies and then turns away?
Yeah, he does that.
Okay. I don't know who's talking here, but did he not know that Allah sees? Who in God's name is talking here? Is this
I have
Jabril?
no clue.
Certainly not, if he does not stop. Then he will take him by his forehead. A lion, sinful forehead. Now it says forelock. I disagree with this. The
Forehead,
Arabic word
forelock.
is forelock. This is the verse that Muslims try to use to say, "Oh, look, it talks about that lion is in the fore and it's in your forehead. It's in the front." So this is wrong. This should be forelock.
Forelock.
Yeah, which is a piece of hair from a horse, or a hair that drapes over your eye.
Okay.
So he will call on his company. Okay, we will call the Zabani, the guardians. Certainly not. Do not obey him and worship and draw near. Okay, do not obey him. We will call the Zabane, the guardians. Okay, it's talking about guardians. Certainly do not obey him. Do not obey him is singular.
This is just
And it's a non-Arabic word of probable Syriac origins. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
oh my gosh.
you learned that you were created from a clot.
You know
Allah
what?
is a,
You want to stop here because we're going so fast through this, or
no, that's okay. Let's keep going. We still got 14. We still
okay?
got 17 chapters. And what time is 7:30? Okay, the chapter of the
Okay.
faith.
Yes.
Ooh. Surely we sent it down in the night of the faith. Sent what down? Now Muslims will tell you it's talking about the
You didn't
Quran
tell us, so we can't know.
and on Ramadan. But they wouldn't have been any Ramadan because Islam hadn't existed yet. And and you do not know what the night of fate is. Okay? Shouldn't be a question. It's a statement.
I mean,
The night of fate is better than 1,000 months.
how do we know that?
I don't know. Just trust it. Trust Allah's word. The angels in the spirit come down in it.
Wait. You asked me to trust the guy who likes to torture us?
Again, notice the separation of the angels and the spirit. So we know the spirit can't be an angel. So the angels and the spirit come down in it by the will of their Lord from every command. That doesn't make any sense. It is peace until the rising of the dawn. So what
I have
happens
no
after
idea
the,
what they're talking about.
me neither. What happens after the rising of the dawn? Does it become unpeaceful? Okay, chapter 90, 98. The evidence.
Doesn't
Oh,
make any
finally we
sense.
got. Oh, I was disappointed. I was like, oh, we got a chapter that's got some verses. Okay, chapter of the evidence. Those who became infidels among the people of the book and the polytheists will not leave their infidelity until the evidence comes to them. Well, apparently, no evidence came to them because they stayed infidels. A messenger
isn't
from
that
Allah.
the point? I mean, if you provide evidence, shouldn't the infidels leave their ways?
Yeah, apparently
That's what happened when the Christians
the
went and
evidence
preached.
was not substantial. A messenger from Allah recited pure pages of writing. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this can't be
How's that
Muhammad.
possible?
Muhammad had no writings to recite from. So where did he
Yeah,
get these? So where did he get these pure pages of writing?
that's a problem. I mean, he says
Yeah.
something to somebody, they write it down. Okay. Mm.
And it is a valuable book. What
Wait a
book?
minute. We have pages. How do you get a book out of pages?
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, that would imply that there's more in the pages than one book. This is just so bad.
Hmm. And the people of the book did not divide except after the evidence came to them. What did they divide? Did they divide the
I have
Quran?
no clue.
And
After
they
the evidence, I mean,
yeah.
okay, but there was no evidence that supported them and that's why the infidels didn't leave their ways.
Hmm.
So it doesn't sound like things are going too good for Allah here.
I mean, it doesn't say what it mean what it's talking about, and did not divide except after the evidence. Did they did they divide like in different groups? Did they divide a book? What are we talking here, Allah?
Yeah, this
Okay,
is bad.
verse 5. And they were not commanded except to serve Allah, devoted in the religion to him, Hanafa. But wait a minute. I thought the religion was Islam. And to perform the prayer and bring the legal alms, and this is the worthy religion. Okay, what religion? It says here, okay, and they were
It
not
doesn't. We
commanded,
haven't heard anything. I mean, this doesn't make any sense
and
whatsoever.
okay, and they were not commanded except to serve Allah, devoted in the religion to Him, Hanafa. Is Hanafa a
Hanifa.
religion? Hanifa, is that a religion? Is that a group of people? Because that word's been used before in conjunction to Abraham.
I don't think Allah knows.
Yeah. Jews and Christians who do not believe in Islam are the worst of creatures, and they will go to hell forever. Muslims are the best of creatures, and their reward is the Garden of Eden forever.
Oh, we've been on a show where we've been called the worst of creatures.
Yeah. Surely those who became infidels from the people of the book and polytheists will abide in the fire forever. Those are the worst of the creatures. Well, but I think that the people of the book were infidels from the beginning because nobody believed in this crap. I mean, they had been believing in Jesus for
Well, there was no
600
reason to
years.
believe in this crap because it makes no sense. It's nonsensical, and it's, again, written by a guy who has most likely has traumatic brain injury. Been hit in the head one too many times. Smoked
All
that pipe
right.
too many times. I don't know what.
Surely those who believed and did good deeds, those are the best of the creatures. Their reward is with their Lord. Eden's gardens, below them rivers flow. They will abide in it forever. Allah
and
is pleased.
ever,
Allah
and
is
ever.
and then Allah is pleased with them, and they are pleased with him. This is to him who fears his Lord. Chapter 99, I am quaking in my boots. The quakes. All right. When the earth quakes with its quaking, but Allah, you put mountains on the earth so it wouldn't quake. So why is the earth quaking?
But that's Allah doesn't know that. He needs an abrogation of this.
And the earth brings forth its burdens. And the humans say, what happened to it? I don't know. It will tell its news
What's news?
because I guess the earth is going to
Uh,
tell
So
the
the Earth
news or
is going to tell
something.
us news.
Yeah. Because your Lord reveals to it. So Allah is going to reveal the news to the earth. On that day, people will come forward separately so they can see their works. All right.
Wait a minute.
Whoever does
Hold on a second. On that day, it will tell its news. The Earth will tell its news, because your Lord reveals to the Earth. On that day, people will come forward separately, so they can see their works. So we have a couple different things going on. Earth is talking. Now we have people going separate places to see their own works. Maybe they're artists.
Now, I don't believe that the word is Adam. Christian Prince had done a show on this.
No, it's not.
I mean, they wouldn't have known what an atom was.
Yeah,
So
that's
you can tell that this was put together after the word atom was
yeah.
brought into existence. So this might be even after 1924. I don't know if the atom had already been discovered by 1924. Maybe it had. So whoever does even the weight of an atom of good, he will see it. I guess see the gardens. And whoever does even the weight of an atom of evil, so he will see it. I guess you will see evil, or you will see good. The Chargers. Is that the name of a football team? The San Diego
I think
Chargers?
it is.
Yeah,
The
San Diego
Chargers have their own
Chargers.
surah.
I know. Look at that. I swear by the snorting charges. So these horses, they like to snort. So those who ignite sparks of fire, so those who attack in the morning, raising the dust with it. So we went together through the middle of it. What the hell?
So you went through a dust storm. All right. So what? You go through. So those who ignite sparks of fire, who attack in the morning, raising dust. So you're on a horse. You're on a raging horse who's running in the morning, and dust comes up. So we went together. So you're going with somebody on a race. You're racing your horses in the morning, and you're creating dust. So we went through together. It doesn't. I mean, that's just such a. I'll get this. You know, the best thing about this passage is it has some descriptive words.
I know.
Oh
All
my
right,
god!
verse 6. Surely the human is ungrateful to his Lord, and surely he is a witness of that. So Allah witnesses that these people are ungrateful. And surely he loves wealth excessively.
Oh, Allah loves wealth.
I think he's talking about the human, but
Surely the human is ungrateful. Okay, yeah, it would be the human. So the human loves wealth excessively.
okay. I must not be one of those humans because I can tell you I got no wealth. Do they not know if what is in the graves are scattered? Well,
I don't know.
and
Oh,
what
okay.
is
What's
it?
okay? I mean, how would you know? I
I
mean,
mean,
if
I have no
something's in the
clue.
grave, if it's a grave, it's under the earth, or it's in the earth in some manner, like a cave. What is it? This doesn't. How would you know?
Also, it shouldn't be a question mark.
I think you can say it, but as a question, it just shows that again the punctuation we don't have to care about because it's made later. But and what is in the chest? Do they not know what is in the caves or graves are scattered? That's how I read that. It
Okay.
just this is a lack of knowledge for Allah
Mm.
that he doesn't know that the people can't go to the in the graves and see what's going on. It's just lack of knowledge for Allah. I mean, does Allah really
I,
do a lot of grave robbing?
yeah,
Oh,
I think Allah wants us to be grave robbers and see
well,
what's
I
going
think that he's. I mean, how else would you know unless you're a grave robber?
on. Yeah.
Maybe that's probably one of the jobs that Muhammad did. He was a grave robber, so he knew about graves being scattered. That's the only thing that would make sense here.
Okay, let's finish this bad boy. Verse 10. And what is in the chests will come forth. What the hell is in the chest is going to come forward. My
So if you
heart's,
have Ajda, if you're, oh my gosh, yeah. You want to stop here? Or
surely your Lord
from
is
100?
on that day. Yeah, let's stop here because there's only 14 chapters and they're
Okay,
very short.
all right.
I guess we'll finish before my birthday because the next 14 chapters are minuscule. Okay, so we
Well,
are on
we could do them all
101.
on Sunday if you want to finish them up on Sunday.
Yeah, I think we could take a little break because let's see. Okay, so we finished
I mean
chapter
Saturday. Well, we
100.
could do Saturday. It doesn't matter. Saturday or Sunday.
Okay, so chapter 101 only has 11 verses.
Hmm.
102 has 8. 103 has 3. 104 has 9. 105 has 5. 106 has 4. 107 has 7. 108 has 3. 109 has 6. 110 has 3. 111 has 5. 112 has 4. 113 has 5. And I believe 114 has 3. Nope, has 6. Yeah, this will probably be done in 1 hour.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I was not expecting it to go as far as we got.
it's just it's so much of a, and it's all because there's no importance. There's no value really in anything that we've read today.
Right. You might want to proceed to 101
Oh yeah, thank
so,
you. I will do that.
so we can.
I mean, what about those snorting Chargers? I mean, okay, so that the football team has a. I mean, other than that, I mean, are you asking us I think Darcy says sack that quarterback.
I
That
mean,
just made me laugh.
the snorting sounds like those charges like to snort. What are they snorting?
Uh, Back then, it was probably some good opium. I don't know,
Yeah,
something grown in something grown in Saudi Arabia. Really, is something really growing there?
yeah. I think what it's referring to is the noise that the horses make when they're like
Yeah, I think it's
When
the
they've been
worst.
ridden really hard, you hear that
Don't make
snorting
that
kind of
noise. Yeah,
noise.
I know it. I've
Yeah.
heard it.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this very quick, fast. Wow, what did we do? 17 chapters?
We knocked out a lot. Well, it's because
Well, we
there's
started
nothing
in
in them. It's
83.
just that there's no value of what we've been. That is just a horrible thing to say about anything that should be called scripture. But there really is no value. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that they hardly discuss any of these chapters.
All right, Jesus has a good one here. Says maybe we can do a best of the show on your birthday. Who knows? Who
When's
knows?
your show? When's your birthday?
Next Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving.
Ah, we could probably do something like that.
I really was thinking that okay, but I really didn't expect for us to go 17 chapters in an hour and
I,
45 minutes.
well, I kind of surprised to be honest. It's just there's so little of value and it's so nonsensical.
Yeah. Hey, Ed, what's up, Ed? You're a little late, but I guess better late than never. Let me see. The theory is that Muhammad was in Petra. I do believe that if there was a Muhammad, or regardless of that, the whole Islam thing started in Petra, in
I
that
believe
area.
that. I think that's true.
Yeah.
From everything we're reading in the Quran, if we're just taking the Quran at what it says, there is no description of Mecca. There is a
Yeah.
description of Petra.
Also, remember
So,
that half an hour that we did? I think it was the last half hour of one of the shows where I previewed. I thought I was going to get dinged. Uh, that 20-something-minute video from Dan Brubaker,
yeah,
where he mentioned a Mecca being in that area where Paran is,
yeah,
and he showed us where Paran is based on what the Bible
which
says
is Petra. I mean, that's the
about the
area around
area.
Petra.
Right. I have to do a recap of this video. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is. That means I have time to watch the SEAL team. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Ed, have a great day.
I think we're
Larry.
gonna come back on Saturday because the next show will be the end of this lovely adventure that we've had for what, at least 6 months, if not more. When did we
Wow.
start? When did we start this thing?
I think we started it in August or July.
Let me take a look. Let me go to my playlist. I gotta switch accounts. I'm at 605, so I need 395 to hit that magical, lovely 1,000. All right, let me go to my channel. Let me go to the playlist. Where's my playlist? Islam related. No, I don't want to create a playlist. Cookies? No, I would love some cookies. Where's dissecting the Quran? Come on, dude.
I got it. I got the series. You got them in reverse order, though. I don't know if you know that or not.
What do you mean?
When I hit the series last time I did it, it was all in reverse order. All right. Let's see. 10 months ago, we did the
Oh,
first
okay.
one. It is almost a year. Wow.
Yeah.
It's just 10 months ago. I didn't realize we've been doing this that long.
YouTube keeps changing the homepage because
I mean, it's funny because this was all when I first looked at it. This was in reverse order. Now it's in the right order. So I don't know.
yeah, the first show should be at the end, which
Yeah. This
so
is
right now I think it's showing whatever 60
really we've been
whatever.
doing this since December 28th.
What
Wow.
the dissecting the Quran?
Yeah.
Wow, December. So yeah, almost a year. Woo.
Well, we've been faithful. Wow.
Yeah, and the only reason that we are actually where we're at is because we started doing like 4 or
4 or
5
5.
shows a week,
Yeah.
which we weren't doing that before.
Yeah, that's right. We were only going one at a week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were only doing like 1 or 2,
yeah.
and then we started doing. I think there was 1 week where we almost did 7. I think we ended up doing 5. 5. There was one Saturday that I did a marathon that I think I went from like 12 to like, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. So I don't even remember. I broke it up into, I think, 3 2-hour shows, or maybe it was 4. I don't remember. But you know, the funny thing is, I'm looking at my page and oh, okay, top keywords. I was going to say, I don't see my Dissecting the Quran playlist.
I'm seeing it. I'm on it right now.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it. Okay, should be right after cookies. Oh, here we go. Dissecting the Quran series. It's got a picture of. That's why I couldn't tell. It's got the picture of the guy from Leonardo's. View full playlist, and it won't let me connect it to the internet. So I click on it, and it returns and says, "Connect to the internet." I am connected to the internet. You.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, YouTube. Ooh. Yeah, so we are on. Oh, now okay. It's got it in on my end. It's got from episode 1 all the way down to. Well, that's weird. It typically has it the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. It normally has it the
Yeah,
reverse order.
or you can do it where you sort it by the date that the shows were created. And where did you see the date?
I clicked on. It said
Oh, I
10
was going
months
to say
ago.
you have to click on it. Okay, number
Yeah, and it said
1,
December 28th.
and that was an hour. Yeah. It just says 10 months ago, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and we
Well,
click on it.
it wouldn't have been December, so
It says December 28th, 2021.
dang it. Doesn't say that for me. It just says stream 10 months ago.
Yeah, click on that and you'll see the date.
Oh, look at that. I learned something new. Stream December. Yeah, you're right. December 28th. So
Well, we have been
almost
busy.
January. I'm telling you, YouTube is getting too advanced for me. Okay, so I guess we finished. We will finish next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Hopefully, Osama will be there to end the show, and then I got to start writing the book.
I have a suggestion for that later on. Okay.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because the Quran by itself, without anything, is 687 pages. Maybe 677 because there's stuff in there that I'm not going to need, but this is going to have to be done in like maybe a couple volumes. There's no way.
Yes, that's the point.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean, you
no
can do that.
way.
You can do an entire set. Keep it around 200 pages a piece, and you're fine.
Yeah,
You know, it'd be smaller volumes, but that's the point.
because I know some chapters there's not going to be much that I'm going to be,
Just like we went through all this, it was just so
yeah.
much. There's just no sense in it.
And the way it's going to be more pages because the way that Osama has it, I'm going to have to do it where it's going to have to go 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, which is going to probably add at least almost half to it.
Hmm.
Because the way that it's right now, it's going to be hard for me to. Well, I guess I could put it in brackets and in a different color or something. I don't know. I'll worry about that. Maybe that'll be my
Formatting is something. When
New
we
Year's
start talking formatting, hopefully I'll have learned the extra skills by then.
New Year's resolution. Okay, folks, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, except for Marion. She can enjoy her early Wednesday. So, okay, be safe, be blessed, and just think about it. We're almost done.
Wow.
I know. All right, let's end this. Oh! Can't end it. Can't end it.
You gotta have your end show.
Gotta do my exit. I'm gonna have to come out with a better one, but maybe I'll do one for the last show. Maybe even do a new intro. Boop! There you go. I feel like I'm sitting behind a news desk. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Let me end the show. Man, what am I going to do after this?